Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's PDAC time, and we are still in the morning of the first day here at the booth of Endeavour Silver. Our second interview partner is Bradford Cooke, the CEO of the company. Yeah, Bradford is very well known at commodity TV, and we want to get an update on the company. Brad, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, pleasure as always to have you here, and thanks for inviting us to the booth. I would say challenging 2017 is behind you, thank God. You had some issues at Rohstoff-TV, but you solved them, I would say. And now let's look forward. Please comment on the numbers for 2017 and especially also for the last quarter, because I think that improved a lot, right?
Yes, absolutely. We've actually had quite a number of positive signs that not only the operation's turning around, but growing again. So in early January, we announced our year-end production, and we recorded 3 consecutive quarters of rising production in 2017, really recovering from a slow start to the year, but a very nice finish to the year. We brought our guidance, which shows a 20% production growth in 2018.
How much is it in silver equivalent?
So we're now forecasting a range of 10.2 to 11.2 million ounces of silver equivalents, about 6 million ounces of silver and 60,000 ounces of gold.
Wow, that's very healthy.
So it's a nice jump from 2017, and it's primarily getting Rohstoff-TV back to normal operations, which will happen by the third quarter, and the opening of our 4th mine at Compas.
Fantastic. Yeah, let's talk about Compas already then. So what's the status there? Because I have in mind that like March, April, you want to start the production, right? To ramp it up.
Yes. We made the decision in August. We commenced the mine development at the end of September. This is a very short 9-month, $11 million capital exercise to open our 4th mine in the famous district of Zacatecas, Mexico. The mine's called Compas, and we are now about 90% complete.
Wow.
We only have left here in March to assemble the crushing unit, which is just arrived from China, and it'll be up and running by the end of the month. So the plant will be ready to go at the end of the month. We expect our first concentrate shipment in April, and a ramp up from there to commercial production by the end of July. So a very exciting time for us.
Fantastic. As of course this year is for Compas, let's say the ramp up, the starting here, yeah. But what can we maybe expect for 2019 when we are really in the full commercial production? Everything is going well, because there's always with mining you have some hiccups here, a little bit there. That's usual, yeah. But let's say everything goes well, and it's just a speculation. I know that, but what is your plan?
Well, it would be another year of growth, because Compas will record its first full year in 2019, and Terronera, which is our 5th mine, should be in production by the end of 2019. So more growth coming. In fact, Terronera is the jewel in our pipeline, and that's actually our next news release. In the next 2 weeks, we expect to publish an optimized pre-feasibility study on Terronera. We hope that the board will take a production decision based on that, and in the second quarter, we will then go to final permitting. We're just waiting for 2 permits from the government to go ahead on Terronera. And I'll also put some debt facility in place to help to pay for that program, because it's about a $70 million construction, 18 months at Terronera.
Okay, and how much money you have in the bank by now?
Because we finished the year with 66 million of working capital, and 40 of that was cash.
Yeah, okay. So
20 of it was actually money that the government owes us.
So that's coming back. That's good. No, it's always better to have a debt facility in place, because you cannot, walk naked through the economy, I would call it.
But I've been sitting on in this interview. I haven't mentioned our financial performance last year, and I think we
would be the next one.
We brought that out last week, and I think it was a very pleasant surprise given the challenges we had in operations at one mine. We finished the year with 10 million of earnings, net earnings, off of revenues of $150 million, and we expect, obviously, to do better this year.
Yeah, to do better this year, that, let's say, needs also lower costs. So what is your guidance on the cost? What can we expect in the future, what the cost will drive down? Because Terronera comes on stream, Compas is then also on, and what do you expect AISC-wise?
So the same factors that drive costs also drive our production. And the fact that we've guided 20% higher production this year clearly indicates lower costs. I say that for 2 reasons. Rohstoff-TV is in the final 2 quarters of recovering to normal operations, and so that will be very good for the costs. and our production. And of course, Compas, we published the economic study a year ago showing all-in sustaining costs for that mine at less than $10 per ounce.
Wow.
So just getting Guanaceví back to normal and bringing Compas on reduces our costs.
Oh, that's fantastic. So that's I would say, yeah, a very positive outlook for the future, because cost control is key.
Yes.
Because we still have a low gold and silver environment.
So let's talk about a 3-year outlook, because with Terronera hopefully becoming our 5th mine, the study we published last year showed all-in sustaining costs of less than $5 an ounce, which would make Terronera one of the lowest cost mines in the silver sector. And it would single-handedly take our consolidated costs back to the lowest quartile of the entire silver sector, where we were prior to 2012. So we've been a low-cost producer. We know how to get back there, and building 2 new mines will certainly help.
Fantastic. As you are producing now, I think it's, what is it, the 13th or 14th year you are producing now?
Yes, this is year 14.
Exactly. And so that means you are, depleting your resources. So what is the status here? Because I think you brought out a very good resource reserve statement lately, right?
So some additional good news in late January. We had our reserves jump over 200%. We saw a decline in the measured and indicated resources, but a jump in the inferred resources. So the reserves primarily converting resources at Terronera. That's where the growth of reserves came from. The inferred resources finding new ounces at Parral. And we have another aggressive exploration program this year at all of our sites to replace the reserves and expand the resources. So we're back finding more silver and gold.
And that's important. You are not only replacing what you have produced, you are replacing much, much more, meaning you are investing in the future, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Perfect. Well, Bradford, thank you very much. Great update. And I think we see us soon anyway in April at the Invest in Stuttgart, and then we can have to talk much more about Compas, I would say.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Great. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Bradford Cooke, the CEO of Endeavour Silver. And you heard it, the company is really back on track. 2017 was challenging, but that's really behind the company. And Compas is on the move really to start production now end of March, beginning of April, full commercial production by July, as Brad stated it. And also I think it's quite good they have secured a line of debt to found Parral on the one hand, and on the other hand they have a lot of cash still in the bank and have some receivables from the government. So company looks really healthy, really good, really sound as always, and I think the team did a great job. Check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye bye from Toronto.